Yeah. Picture? No? Just riding around with Super Mario over here. A goofball. I am on my way back to Reno to meet up with my friend Kelly, who is another rider like myself, who is the owner of a Yamaha YZF-6R, I think a 2001, 2003. And she's the one that'd be on Instagram that I usually take pictures with selfies with or whatever. She's another rider, and however, it's a love-hate thing she has with her bike. She's not very comfortable when it comes to riding. She every time I had to ride her around, she can't go near anything with traffic or cars. But we would run down this entire valley together, this big circle in this valley, and just to get her comfortable. But the day I got my GoPro, a few hours prior to it, she got in an accident towards the end of the valley there, and with gravel. She was going out to see gravel, and like we were coming from a little park. We would just like rest up and to stretch our legs out. And she goes to she goes to say, we go to pull out. Our friend Jennifer was with us. She's another rider that I'm friends with. And Jennifer was more of the sweep of the group. I was leading, and because we were trying to make her more comfortable with traffic or with her bike. And we have her, I pulled out of it, and there's gravel around, so you gotta be careful. I pulled out, but I remember when I was going on straight, all I remember is looking in the rearview mirror, and then all of a sudden I see her bike parallel to the ground, and her getting up from it. And in my head, I was like, oh shit, oh no. And I had to do a U-turn in a small little road and pull around and try to help her get up. She had scrapes on her knees. She did post a picture on her Instagram of her injuries. She had this gnarly little bruise from her side, all on her side. She was on her left side. She ate it. Her back, what Jennifer was saying, her back tire hit the rock and it just go. That's the first time she's ever had an accident that way, and it's sad because it's shooken up her her self-confidence, and herself with riding a bike just like shook. And when we were trying to, she was getting used to it, and she's brand new with the little bike out and about, and then she got an accident, and since then she's been kind of a little shaky about it. It's running fine. The bike's running fine. Nothing fell off of it. Just big scrapes because they hit the asphalt, the tree, and it rolled off into an embankment on the side where there was soft sand and dirt. And we were trying to get. She was in a little bit of shock, and Jennifer and I were trying to get the bike out. And then there was this guy on this trike Harley that put a lifter to the side and tried to help us out. And I was trying to pull it out, but I've never ridden her bike. I ridden her bike once. What's up? You just switched in middle of my talking. You're in my groove, Mario. And what was I saying? I ridden her bike once, but her throttle is very, very touchy. It's very touchy. Like I'm like beginning to wonder that her previous owners were more of a stunt guys or love to go speed and do wheelies, because you slightly turn it and it goes, obviously it's a little RPM, it's just, it goes. And trying to get it out, I'm panicking because she fell, and I was like, oh my gosh, is she okay? And then finally there's 2 other guys that stopped by to help us out. All 3 of them pulled out her bike because it was in soft sand. I looked, it was in a deep, it was in a deep embankment, and it was really hard to get her bike out. And they pulled it out, and she was okay to ride. One of our friends, who's also a rider, didn't live far from where she fell off, slid off her bike. And we went there, and she got patched up a bit, a little startled. She got a little cut through her jeans easily, and it's scary. I was just like, okay, it was this innocent. I had this really strong feeling that something was going to happen, and I was like, okay. And I was like, well, I'm not going to think that way, and guess that happened. She was a little shooken up. I haven't ridden with her since then. Not saying I didn't want to or anything. I just I've been too busy with work. Excuse me. And so I had to sneeze there. But now, she's been scared since then, and hopefully I'll find time, maybe tomorrow. I could probably convince her tomorrow to go out for a little ride, to get back on her feet and shake it off. Just come on, get back on your feet. Don't let it scare you. It's a lesson learned. Gravel is thy enemy when it comes to bikes. But I'm going back to Reno, and she's meeting me up there, and we're gonna hang out, see how she's doing. Probably have a drink or something. Sounds like a plan. This is only about 2 weeks ago when their accident happened, I think. About 2 weeks, almost 3 weeks ago. And 2 weeks ago. Had to be 2 weeks ago. Right. Domino's! Yo! Domino's Pizza! I want pizza! P-I-Z-Z-A! Pizza!
Yeah.